right, good Thursday evening, everybody. What a fantastic Thursday it was weather-wise. One of those perfect days. It was a little cool in the morning, but this afternoon, sunny. Room temperature on the outside, about 72 degrees for a high today. We had a dry northeast wind, so low humidity. Felt really good outside. You can turn off the air conditioner, the heat, all of that, and just let Mother Nature do its thing today. And tomorrow is actually going to be a similar day. Kind of cool in the morning. It'll be warm in the afternoon, getting into the mid-70s, maybe a degree or two warmer than today. And the humidity is slowly going to be returning as well, although it's not going to be bad Friday. I think we will be able to feel it once we get into Saturday. And that's because our winds are going to start to turn in from the east and then southeast. We've already really got an east wind out there, but if you look to the west of us, that southerly wind is already in place over Texas. And of course, this brings in moisture from the Gulf, and that moisture feeds into the next developing storm, which is out west. That storm energy right now moving through Arizona. So some clouds will be increasing tonight. So I think our temperatures have fallen just about as far as they are going to. It was actually cooler last hour. We got down to 50 degrees at 9 o'clock. At the 10 o'clock hour, it's 51. So that's the effect the clouds have when they come in. They can actually push the temperature up a little bit. I'm going to call for lows in the upper 40s to low 50s tonight. So again, pretty much where they are right now. Here is a look at those lows. A little bit cooler to the north and a little bit warmer down to our south, about 52, 53 in our southern counties. And then tomorrow, again, another pretty day. Mostly sunny skies, 72 to 75 degrees. It is above average, significantly above average for the middle of February, but certainly not too hot out there at the mid-70s. So great day today. Another good day coming for tomorrow. Eventually, though, this nice streak is going to end with that southerly wind bringing in the moisture and the clouds. We are going to see a squall line of storms developing ahead of a cold front, which by late Saturday afternoon is going to be moving through East Texas. So the highest instability Saturday afternoon and evening is going to be just to the west of us. And I think we are going to see likely some strong to severe storms across Arkansas, East Texas, and Louisiana. And at the onset, some of those stronger storms could move into West Mississippi. But we lose the instability as we get into the overnight. So I do expect a line of storms, yes, to move through quickly from west to east. But I think they're going to lose a little bit of their punch as they head eastward. So there is just going to be a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe weather, but mostly over the western part of the state. The farther east you live, yes, you're going to get some rain, but the storms likely won't be quite as strong in, let's say, the Pine Belt or east of I-55. So here's a look at the next 48 hours. Notice the clouds coming in. Now here's the thing, with Valentine's Day, it's not going to be a horrible day. Yeah, it's going to be cloudy, a little muggy, a little breezy, a little bit warmer out there. And we could see some stray showers during the day, but we're going to take the chance of rain down during the day Saturday to about 30%. So don't be shocked if you run into a stray shower during the day Saturday, but the main event is going to hold off until much, much later Saturday evening. In fact, we're pausing this at midnight Saturday night going into Sunday. Now, could the storm start a little bit earlier than that to the west of us, maybe 10 or 11 p.m.? That is certainly the case. So if you're making plans for Valentine's Day, and especially if you live in Natchez or Port Gibson or the Delta or Vicksburg, maybe make lunch plans Saturday and not evening plans or dinner plans later in the evening, because you could get caught by some of these storms as they're coming in late Saturday night. Most of us will see it during the overnight hours. And again, it's going to move through quickly. So this is midnight. Look at this. An hour later at 1 o'clock in the morning, they're moving through the I-55 corridor. About an hour later, the Pine Belt being affected. And a few hours after that, by daybreak, most of the bad weather is already passed to the east of us in Alabama. For the rest of Sunday, clouds will be decreasing. You may see a few stray showers out there through the afternoon. Temperatures will fall, but only into the 60s. So it's not going to be a very strong cold front in terms of a big temperature difference ahead of and behind the front. Here's your marginal risk of severe weather in the dark green shaded area. It does include Jackson, the southern and southwestern part of the state. The main threat is going to come from gusty winds, stronger than 58 miles per hour. So we're looking at 60, maybe up to about 70 mile per hour winds coming from that line of storms. Can't rule out quarter-sized hail, and the tornado threat is going to be extremely low, but not zero. So we'll have to be on the lookout for that. Once again, Saturday night into Sunday, because the storms are going to be moving through so quickly, we are revising down our rainfall totals. Heavy rain, yeah, but if it's going to move through in just 2 hours, we're not going to pick up a whole lot. So now we're down to about, let's say, a half inch to approximately an inch of rain in some spots. A couple of days ago, we thought we might get 2 to 3 inches of rain. I don't think that's going to be the case at this point. Probably a good inch in some places. But you know what? We'll take what we can get, especially over the southwestern part of the state. Today is Thursday, and we get an update on our drought monitor every Thursday, and the numbers are going up. It's not a horrible situation just yet, unless you live in the Natchez, Adams County area, and that's where we are in an extreme drought. In fact, the extreme drought percentage has doubled from 1% to 2%, and it's not just Adams County anymore. Parts of Wilkinson, Franklin, and Jefferson counties in the extreme drought area, most of southwest Mississippi in a severe drought, and then all the way up to Vicksburg and Jackson, we are now in a moderate drought. So yes, we could use some rain. And honestly, I think the timing is not that bad. If it comes through during the overnight, it's not going to ruin Valentine's Day. And most of Sunday is going to be relatively quiet. Yeah, a little cooler, but 60s, that's not so bad. Tonight, in fact, we're going to be in the 40s. It'll be cooler tonight than it will be on Sunday. Tomorrow, another mostly sunny, nice day. Your high temperature at 74 degrees. So Saturday, the clouds increase, the humidity goes up, storms come in. Saturday night, they will taper off early Sunday. Now, I know we've got 30% on Saturday, 60% Sunday. In between Saturday night into Sunday, the chance of rain is 100%. It's going to be a solid line of storms. It's going to catch everybody. So we are definitely going to get rain. Everybody's going to get it. We're not going to miss it. So expect some storms Saturday night. Next week, though, looks fantastic. Once this storm blows through, yeah, we're going to cool down a little bit. We'll see 60s for highs for a couple of days, lows in the upper 40s. But then by the time we get to the middle of next week, it's going to feel like spring again. And the middle of next week is the middle of February. And it's actually a lot of stuff going on this week. Of course, we got President's Day Monday. And then Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras is obviously Tuesday, Ash Wednesday the following day. Also, Chinese New Year is Tuesday as well. So a lot of things happening this next week, and the weather is going to cooperate for just about everything. 50s in the morning, 70s in the afternoon. It is going to be warmer the farther south you live. So in, let's say, South Mississippi, the Laurel, the Hattiesburg area, Macomb, that part of the state, we could actually make it as high as the low to mid 80s for a majority of next week. So actually getting a little bit warm out there. But overall, not a bad picture. We just got to get through Saturday night. Of course, we're going to be here to monitor those storms as they move through Mississippi. Meteorologist Megan Hanna is going to have another update on this weekend's forecast tomorrow morning. She will see you then.